Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. This is the final Harley Benton kit guitar that I'm going to build. I've now done them all. This is the DC kit, which is also known as an SG type. You can see the unboxing live stream now. There it is. And quite impressed with it mostly, actually. The body, this is probably one of the best bodies out of all the kits, if not the best body. It's really, really good. Everything looks really well done. It's lovely and smooth as well. The routing looks spot on. Obviously, we'll find out when we start putting it all together. So that's basically what this video is all about. Got the instructions in German and English as always. I did have a quick butchers through the book. I didn't do it exactly how they say in the book.
First be put into the rear, in the body on a wheel, on a cushion, put plug in the rear, used tools to bolt.
Because I don't like putting the neck on first. I like to build the body first, if I can. Put the neck on last. It's just easier to move the body around. So there's all the boxes of pieces. Everything is present and correct and looks functional and useful. There's a shitty lead. You always get one of those. Some people find them useful. I find them useful. Some people don't. Anyway, so yeah, just a quick look through the booklet, and off we went. Something very special is going to be happening to this guitar, and I'll try and explain as we go on. This is going to become the travelling guitar, and what I mean by that is it's going to be sent off to other YouTubers, and they're going to do some things to it, some mods, and then it's going to be sent to another YouTuber, and they're going to do something to it, and they will be reviewing it on and talking about it on their channels as well. So it's going to be like a mass collaboration, if you will. So went ahead, put the pickups in. I always find the pickups on the Harley Benton kits to be very good. A few do say the same thing as well. A few other YouTubers have said the same thing. They're surprisingly nice pickups. Everything lined up really, really well. Nothing to complain about really with these whatsoever. So I'm not actually going to do any mods to it. I'm just going to build it and play it, review it, pack it down. The first place it's going to, I think, is Germany, and then it's off to the Netherlands, and then I'm not sure after that. It might be coming back to the UK. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll obviously document it as we go. Wiring loom, all good. Very well put together. It's just your basic standard cheapy Chinese stuff, but it all works very well. Never had a problem with any of the wiring on these kits, and they're solderless as well, so you just plug them in. Very easy. So I went ahead, put the jack sockets in first. I'm only doing everything pretty much hand tight because it's all got to come back apart again and be packed down and posted. So I was doing this first thing in the morning as well, whilst drinking my first cup of coffee, so I was a bit oh, what am I doing? Didn't take the washer off. Couldn't get the thing in. Look at it. Anyway, I was slowly waking. I was a bit bleary-eyed as well. I can't see first thing in the morning. I'm getting old. Anyway, so that all went in very good. So there you've got your 2 volumes and 2 tones. Everything went in really, really nice. There's always extra washers and nuts and screws left over with these Harley Benton kits, I find. Which is handy because they're useful anyway for other builds and stuff. So that all worked out really well, and like I said, it's a plug-in affair. So, but they're not color-coded, these wires, so it's really difficult to see where they go. So I don't even bother trying to work it out. I just plug them in, and if the switch is backwards, you can either turn the switch around or just unplug them and plug them into the other wire, which is basically, it's a 50-50. There you go. And the earth wire, it goes in and attaches to the bridge. I just poke it through the hole and then have it attached to the collar, and that's it really. Easy job. Very cool. All the screws so far have lined up. The smaller screws I find are quite difficult. They're not the best quality and they strip quite easy, so you just have to be careful with those. But yeah, everything's pretty much lining up great. If you've seen my video on the CST kit, you will have seen that the holes for the collars for the tremolo were the wrong size. I had an issue with that. but these were great, nice and snug, pushed in with a little bit of effort, but all good, so no worries there. Got some speed knobs with this. I like these knobs, very cool. Not sure if they'll end up staying on there or not, but I like them. But it's up to the other guys what they want to do, and of course I forgot to put that bit on. Told you I'm not awake yet. I thought, should I just leave it? No, I put it on because we're building it properly so people can see it. So there it is. So moving on, scratch plate. Again, all the screws lined up great. I haven't took the protective plastic off anything because it's going to be posted out and rebuilt again. So just to stop things getting scratched and stuff as much as possible. Freddie, what do you reckon? Nice guitar, isn't it? Where is he? I don't know where he's gone. We have to find Freddie. Anyway, so I went ahead and screwed all the other bits back in. And there we go. Cut that bit, Brent. Anyway, and then the neck. I've always been really impressed with the necks on these. Apart from this one, they went and looked like they started drilling a hole in the wrong place. So you got a little indent, but it's not a deal breaker. These necks, every single kit I've had from Harley Benton, the necks have been really nice. Good fretwork, lovely piece of wood, really well done. Can't complain at all with them. So I'll put the tuners on. The tuners are really nice on this one. It's a little bit hit and miss with the tuners with these kits. These they're small tuners as well for this type of guitar. I expected them to be the bigger ones. When I look at my Telecaster, which are all in line, they're bigger than these, and these are 3 aside. But I like these tuners. They feel nice and smooth, and they go on really well. And like I said about these little screws, they're really hard to get in. So a little thing I do is I just whack a bit of Vaseline on the screw just to help it, just to give it some lubrication, you know. To help it get in there, because they're really easy to strip and you don't really want to strip them if you can help it. So that went on, and the truss rod cover you can't really see in this, but doesn't fit very flush. It's okay, but there's a bit of a gap. But again, this can be changed anyway, not a major hassle. But yeah, the Vaseline trick's a good one. Or you can use something else. I mean, it doesn't have to be Vaseline, just something to lubricate the screws. Some people use grease or whatever.
I would never naturally think about using butter as a lubricant, but I could see where the appeal would be. It's pretty creamy. I guess your natural thought would be that it would taste good.
But anyway, there you go. So you can almost see it doesn't quite fit flush to the nut, but it's not bad. I mean, the tuners are all nice and straight, and yeah, nice. Fretboard's Amaranth, I think, and it's a maple neck. So now we're going to go and fit it onto the body, which is a perfect fit. Absolutely brilliant. I don't usually use the plastic gasket, but I did, obviously, because we're building it as it is out the box. I usually don't include that because it's better sustain, I find. And neck went on absolutely perfect. Nice snug fit. This is what you want. Put the strap buttons on. It's all there, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Went on nice and tight, which is what you want. I did find with the neck one, the screw is almost too long. It's like they gave you two the same size screw, and I'm screwing it in, and I thought, do you know what? I don't want that to like suddenly appear through the fretboard, so I swapped it for a smaller screw. Just something to note there. It's like borderline too long. Yes, if you go a bit too hard, it might poke through. Anyway, so the strings that come with it are, they're not in individual packets, so you just have to just look at the sizes and work it out. But pretty straightforward. I put them all in like that first and then string up. They're okay strings. They're good enough for the initial setup. I usually put them on and then leave them until they snap or wear out, and then put decent ones on later. But they're okay. I don't know what they are, but they do the job. Good enough for the setting up process, which is where we are now. This whole process took about an hour to build this guitar, which is okay. I had no major issues whatsoever, so I'm just setting the action, just raising a quarter turn until I can pluck a string with no buzzing and then just check up the frets. You don't need me to explain that. It explains it in the book anyway. If you don't know, there's instructions on this, and there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to set up guitars if you don't know. And that's basically the process. Just keep going, stretching the strings, tuning, until there's no buzz anywhere. I found that the frets on this are good. There's no high frets I could find. So I managed to get pretty decent low action on it, which I was really happy about. I didn't do a full setup. I just got it so it was playable so I could demo the guitar. I haven't done the intonation on it. Didn't see the point. It was good enough for me to play it. So I didn't go to town on the setup. The truss rod itself seems to be fine. But again, when it comes back eventually, I will give it a proper setup and truss rod intonation, the whole spoodle. And that is a word.
I know words. I have the best word. And then they announced there was no buys, no.
Spoodle. So yeah, and that was it basically. So I'm really looking forward to getting this sent off. There's some ideas of what's going to be done to it. It's going to have some artwork on it. There's going to be some electrical mods, I think, and whatever else people want to do. I think I'm going to be surprised. I think there's some surprises coming with this guitar, but it's going to be really interesting to follow its process and its progress. I think there's about 5 of us doing this collaboration. Might be 6. I can't remember. And it will take a few months, I'm sure.
If you like this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe. Brent needs all the help he can get these days. You can also join his Discord and catch him playing on Twitch. Links are in the description. Anywho, there is not much more left to say except peace. Till next time. Oh yeah, and here is a jingle.
1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.